the reasons they're so efficient is they're making that extra pass, and they're getting passes that are catchable and scoreable. They're putting each other in positions to score, and that's why it's so efficient.
Mays can't handle it. I want to give a shout out to somebody who's a big part of the video department for women's basketball, also helps out on the SEC network shows. But Quez Stone won an Emmy for his great video series of women's basketball called Unlaced. It's a deep dive into these players' lives as O'Neal lays it in. And he won an Emmy for it. There's Quez right there on the center of your screen. The man is ultra talented. He's my roommate on the road for road trips.
I mean, he does an amazing work.
That is legit. The video series he put together. If you ever watched it, if you haven't, you should. Had a foul here.
It's high level what he does.
A lot of hours. There's Quest getting every shot possible.
Every shot, every angle.
Either that or he's going to the concession stand for a break. I don't know. Fans all over the arena. Here's Kellyan, stop and start. And a big day from three. Ilderton. Nobody else besides Kellyan has been able to find a groove from deep. O'Neal trying to get that position underneath.
What a pass.
Great find. Gassett. O'Neal has done it all.
And what I like is the excitement that she plays with. When Paige Clausen got that block, she was standing behind her, and I think she was more excited than Paige was that she got the block.
O'Neal with 7 points, 5 boards, and an assist. Brings the rim for CC Mays.
And don't forget about the block. The huge
That's
block.
right. It's just a little past the fingertips of Gassett and out. Let's go back to when you get in that post, you get a triple threat position, right? You have a few options.
Well, she gets it down low, and then it opens the floor. And the one-handed pass to the cutting post player. So she catches the ball in the post, stretched out that short corner. And if you catch a ball in the short corner as a post player, the opposing post player should dive to the basket, especially against a zone. Slips right in front of the backside defense. Good find, good connection by Florida's players.
It sends, too, the synergy for the freshmen with the rest of their teammates is starting to grow as the season moves along.
And that's what's going to happen. You've got to mold and mesh together, and it's going to take games and game time situations. You get it in practice, but you also give it even more in games where players like to position themselves on the floor. If you're a shooter, where you like to shoot from behind the arc. If you're a post player, where they like to get the ball, the moves that they like to make, and you lead them. And that's, where Liv McGill and then Miara O'Neal, the two freshmen coming in, just see the floor so well at a young age.
McGill threw it away. Gators 4 turnovers after half. Number that was really high during a 4-game losing streak. Meredith Mayer this time rings it up from downtown. Leads the Sun Belt in threes per game, on pace for a career year, entered about 13.5 points per. O'Neal. Good spot for a pull-up. Gassett fights one up and off. Playing hot potato. McGill. Not a Mona Lisa painting of a possession.
That wasn't a good possession for Florida. Great hustle to get the offensive rebound by Gassett. But then when you get that reset, I don't know that was the best option after the second offensive rebound.
Aislinn Hayes, tough afternoon for the Sun Belt's leading scorer, number 10 in black.
Now, Florida's done a good job on her to keep her quiet offensively, not allow her to get to her spots on the floor, not allow her drives to the basket, or really to get going at all offensively. She's 1 of 11 from the floor. It's been a really tough outing for her.
Had a career-high performance against Tulsa, dropped 31 that day.
Has the ability to score. Florida has just done really well on her defensively.
Last year, 14.5 per game in that run to the tournament. Nice take from Cassie Ingram. who had 14 last time out, the freshman from Cincinnati. That time you had two posts that were in the same spot of the court, Brittany, Kindred and Kyle.
And that's learning, again, those little things right now here in the fourth quarter in the game. How are we going to close out? How are we going to position? And you see Kelly always coaching on the sidelines.
Shea Kyle comes out. Warren off the curl. Minimal space. McGill shovels it. Gasson wasn't looking for it. Reynolds again trying to trail defensively. It's been that kind of day for Aislinn Hayes. McGill almost got called for that carry and lost it again. The turnover's really starting to pile up now for the Gator point guard.
And Kyle, those are the things right now. 5 minutes left in this game. I'm trying to get her 10th, but it's those little things that you want to, stay focused on right now.
Those 9 assists, tying a career high for McGill. Reynolds races down the lane. Confidence been essentially even besides that second quarter. It was a nightmare for Marshall. They were 2 of 17 in the frame, and it's all the difference. Cassie Ingram, bullseye.
And Marshall getting another 3 on the board. Now they're 11th 3 of the game. They've taken 34 attempts. Trying to get this game closer.
4th time they've had at least 10 made threes. That'll bring us to our final stoppage in the action. Within 15, continuing to try and chip away Division III national champion head coach Julie Folks. Marshall, pretty solid start to this fourth quarter. They've cut this to 15. We do have one more official timeout coming. That will be the under 5. So we'll have a little bit of action here before we send you back to break. But all in all, Brittany Davis, pretty solid showing once again for the Gators as they continue to stack pretty good efforts back to back.
Absolutely. Now it's about closing it out. You got 5 minutes to close it out. You're playing with a lead. How are you going to finish? What are you going to do, defensively to keep Marshall, down like they are? Guard that 3-point line. Be aggressive. Don't let up offensively. Continue to attack the way that you have.
Warren misfires underneath. Kindred fights one up and in.
And she's had a really good game. Shot well from the free throw line where she's 7 of 8. I believe that's her 11th or 13th point. 13th point of the afternoon.
Second career double-figure game. Both have come this year. Career high for Kindred after that bucket. And there's a bucket for Aislinn Hayes. Previous career high for Kindred was 11. No McGill on the floor right now for the Gators. Their starting point guard. Reynolds goes to work. Salguez, corner 3.
And again, the ability of Florida to get into that SEC area, the middle top area of the paint against this zone opens everything up. Whether it's a flash to the high post or to drive into the high post, they collapse in. It opens up the 3. It has opened up high-low options for Florida. Florida has done it really well today.
3 of 5 for Salguez after 29% from deep entering. Aislinn Hayes late in the clock. Blessing King, an offensive rebound, trying to carve out space. Nice bucket.
Good patience down low. Working around the defense. Doesn't go off the block. Doesn't waste her position or movements.
Blessing King, who started her college basketball career at Florida Southwestern, was at Morehead State, and now at Marshall. Kyle, quick turn over that shoulder. Gators will have that break. They have finals coming up. December 15th, they'll be back on the floor when Longwood comes to town. Chandra Williams. And that save by Mayer momentarily somehow ends up for Aislinn Hayes and a foul. And that'll send us to our final timeout, I promise. Under 3 to go, fourth quarter. Gators stretch this out to 18.
We'll help you run the right plays with your inheritance and give you a shot to score some great investment touchdowns. Huddle up and take control of your financial future with asset preservation, wealth, and tax today. Now that's what I call a game-winning play.
Come on, everyone. Who wants to dance?
Just add crayon.
Just add crayon?
Mix it in the bold taste of Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice cocktail dials up any party. Ice me.
Under 3 to go in this one. Gators getting closer to a 3rd straight win. There is Ernie Kindred, who has now eclipsed her previous career high. And that's the look that you get from Ernie on a career day. 13 points.
She knows you're talking about her.
7 of 8 at the foul line, 3 of 4 from the floor. Part of that efficiency theme that we brought up for the Gators.
And it's the experience that she plays with. Coming off the bench, you're really getting a lot from her. And just the way that she plays and the hustle that she brings to the floor, and then able to get to the line and finish is huge for Florida.
Did get word we will talk to Ernie in our post game here at the table. Marshall coming up. They'll be at home. They'll take on Jacksonville, so they'll take on a Florida team back at home, though. This back tapped out of play by Blessing King as the Gators try to handle this pressure to close it out.
Marshall looking to pick up the tempo defensively, kind of not allow Florida to just get the ball in and walk it up and burn this clock down. They're going to work on that full court press, I think, when they have the opportunity.
Salguez into the mid-range. A chance for an old-fashioned three-point play.
I think they called the foul down low.
Was this off the ball? Because now you get Williams and Kyle who are going back and forth. They had to be separated. This was off the ball.
I think it was down low.
And
that was a nice Salguez shot.
Probably going to have to go to the monitor now to see if there's anything else that needs to be adjudicated in terms of any flagrant fouls. I believe there's a tech that is going to be added here.
See Gassett waiting at the table, probably coming in for Shea.
Eric Koch, Corey Chambers, Jody Cantrell, our officials. This was underneath. You see Williams going hard. Oh, and then a little shove. Shea Cobb. It's probably Shea who's going to pick up the tech there.
A little bit too much excessive after the play. Are they going to a monitor? Just kind of standing.
They're hovering the monitors, but they have not approached yet. They can tell me. I'll give them the ruling if they'd like. Both teams huddled up.
You don't usually see the ref talking to the coach with the players all around.
There's today's officials. I have a feeling they have a good idea of what they want. Perhaps don't need to go to the monitor.
Maybe they saw
right
exactly what happened.
Yeah, they were right in front of it along the baseline, so they saw everything.
But maybe they already know the level of the foul they're going to assess.
See if we can get one of our officials to the microphone here. Let us know.
Oh, walking over. Now we're going to look at it. Checking it out on the screen now.
There's your mic right there. Not
Big
quite
shout.
yet. Not quite yet. Gassett getting set to check in for the Gators.
She went
here.
to the table. She came back.
All right, here we go.
On the play, we had a double technical foul, 1 black and 24 white. That play is under review.
It makes you wonder this entire time when you're thinking about going for review, and this happens all the time, college football, college basketball. You're thinking about the review. You know you're going to go to the review. Why it took this long to eventually get to the review. Oh, that's definitely got to be something there on Shea Kyle. And
absolutely. I thought it was an elbow, but it was a hand.
And then Trayshandra Williams also picked up a tech, so dueling techs. And she's fouled out.
Now, you can't really do that in a game like this. Not really the smart thing to do for either team.
I want to finish this one strong if you're the Gators. Shea Kyle, another double-double performance for her in 24 minutes. And I think what has impressed me the most about what she's done this season is the amount of minutes that she has played. And she's had games this year where she's played 36, even 39 minutes on that recovered knee.
But also the ability to play without fouling. She hasn't really gotten in a lot of foul trouble. And hopefully for Florida, that's what continues in SEC play. You're going to need her and her size, because when you get in SEC play, game in and game out, you're going to have someone who's 6'3" to 6'6", 6'4", 6'5", at that post position.
2 seasons at Purdue where she averaged 7 points, 4 rebounds, ended her stay there with an injury. This is her 3rd year in Gainesville. She's averaging 30 minutes a game this year. All right, getting closer to our answer. We had double text, that's what was called on the floor.
On the play, 24 fouled, 1 black while the ball was in the air. There was then a double technical foul. Those fouls offset. Number 1 black will have 2 shots because black is in the bonus.
Okay. But Trayshondra Williams has fouled out of the game. So somebody's going to have to take those free throws. So you have the foul and the tech on Shea Kyle, plus the foul on Trayshondra Williams. We will have free throws, though, because of the foul on Shea Kyle.
So who they put in for Williams, because they're already on the court.
No, I believe this has to be whoever her replacement is.
Yeah.
It can't be a pick of the litter.
Exactly.
Like a tech.
Well, I'm saying they already had 5 people on the court, so someone already came in for her.
I believe that's going to be Leocha Marigny. Looks played sparingly today. And credit to Marshall after that nightmare of a second quarter. This game's been pretty even in the second half.
And that's where you see quarters absolutely matter, because it's harder when you go down.
Chance to churn this game clock. Gassett just lost that out of bounds, 10 to shoot. Liv McGill, the Gators point guard, comes back in. This is the time to have her here because you want to play keep away. You need some of your best ball handlers on the court.
And also her ability to just speed away from people.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and wait for the foul if you can get away and out of it in a game situation like this. Florida's got 8 seconds here on the shot clock. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Double comes on Gassett. Kindred, extra fine. McGill. Usually it's in reverse.
That's what I was gonna say. Liv McGill gets the. I got you down low.
She is outstanding. Maddie Kellyan is lethal from deep.
And with that, 6 threes for number 6.
20 points. That ties a Division I career high. She had 20 against Tulsa. 78-62. And this is a Marshall used 30-second timeout. Show you what is coming up ahead for the Gators. We mentioned they have Longwood on December 15th. Number 16, North Carolina, and that Jumpman Invitational at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. North Florida, Alabama State. One Alabama team to another, and then the start of SEC play on the road the day after New Year's Day.
Yeah, and then it begins. You start the real league stuff come SEC time. January 2nd, hit up Alabama. On the road, you got to be ready for an on-the-road matchup.
What was the biggest thing you noticed as a player as soon as you got in SEC play from the months of non-conference?
Well, you play a couple games in the non-conference schedule that has the speed and the athleticism and the physicality of the SEC, but when you step in the SEC, it's game in and game out. It's high-level basketball. It's physical. Everybody, they play fast. They play quick, and you have to be ready for that.
This is Kindred, who runs over Maddie Kellyan, who's had herself a day. We won't talk about that when we talk to Ernie.
I'm going to ask her. I'm going to say, hey, when you were running over that screen, did you think just go right through it, or were you thinking maybe I'll go around? My question. That's what I'm hitting her with.
Mayer. Final 2.5 minutes of this game is taking a fortnight, as they say.
I was going to say, it is lots of whistles to close out this game.
VR O'Neal comes on. Gators have had 3 in double figures, led by Shea Kyle with 16. Can the Gators crack 80? They do so for the 5th time this year. This is their 10th game. Against this zone, get it underneath the free throw line. Easy drive, a Sunday stroll for Jeriah Warren.
Florida patient with that one for Florida as they find the bucket.
Much different from that 91-88 game in Huntington, West Virginia, a little more than a year ago. The eventual Sun Belt champion Thundering Herd lost in the first round of Virginia Tech. Returned 3 starters from that group, a program that's had 3 head coaches in 3 years. A big part of that reason is because of the success this program has had in the Sun Belt. Reynolds goes up high. McGill can't finish. Gassett another stick back at the bucket. Outstanding day, stretching to double figures for the redshirt junior. 3rd time this year, 4th in her career. Final seconds tick away, and a foul is called with 0.9.
Are we surprised
in the
here?
bonus?
Close out this 2 minutes.
Perfect finish to this marathon final 2.5. Look forward to chatting with Ernie Kindred on our post-game show. Gators will get to 6-4. It's Peyton Ilderton. Bring this one to a close at the line. And that will do it. Gators another efficient afternoon. Over 50% from the floor, 3rd consecutive victory. All over the Thundering Herd, 82-63.
Now, from start to finish, Florida does a really good job of controlling the tempo and the pace of this game. Offensively, defensively, they were pretty consistent. The 2nd and the 4th quarter were best for Florida, and I think they got it all from a lot of different players. You see Shea Kyle, she had that double-double, and then Ernie Kindred with 13 points, 9 at half, finished strong.
McGill finished up shy of double figures, but almost had a double-double with assists. 8 points, 9 assists. Alexia Gassett getting into double figures. Ernie Kindred, a career high. We'll talk to her coming up. You mentioned the double-double for Shea.
And Florida does what they need to do. They dominate the paint. 44 points in the paint, only giving up 18. So that's what Florida needed to do, and that's what they did.
So the Gators improved to 6-4. They're now 5-1 here on their home floor. That 3rd consecutive victory, building on that great performance from Thursday night in a double-figure win against Clemson. The Gators eclipse 80 points for a 5th time this year. And you see the message for Kelly Ray Finley. You want to be trending in the right spot at the right time. And this is that perfect time to get right before SEC play.
Absolutely. In Florida, right now, you're trending in the right direction. You've got 2 back-to-back wins. You're taking care of the basketball better. You're rebounding the basketball better. You're controlling the paint. And then defensively, you're picking it up, communicating well, and you want to just continue that rise these last couple games heading into SEC play.
Gators shot at 51%. Didn't have the best night from three, 29%. In the end, the turnover battle was just about even. And that second quarter was the big difference in this game, 27-8. The Gators over Marshall in that frame en route to a 19-point victory. And another big difference in this game. We welcome you courtside, Kyle Crooks, Brittany Davis, Ernie Kindred. Did you know today was a career high for you? 13 points. You have a feeling you were trending in that direction?
I had a feeling, but you know, it just let the game come to me, and I step up when it's my time.
What felt right? I mean, you're shooting it efficiently. You look at your numbers, especially you're getting to the line, but you're hitting your free throw shots. Do you feel like you're in a good place right now offensively, Ernie?
I definitely do. Stepping up as a senior this year, you know, it just took more responsibility. So, you know, I clean up what I can, and free throws are easy, so those got to go in.
Okay, so offensively, positioning yourself down low, was that a focus of the offensive game for you today? They played a 2-3 zone, sealing that backside, high-low. Talk a little bit about that and the importance of positioning yourself.
You know, just playing with Shay, they tend to show a lot of attention to her, so that open block is, you know, and kids in the corner, so they kind of pull the defense away, and yeah. I
mean, you read it really well. Time and time again, you set on that backside of the zone, and as of that, you got to the foul line and you finished.
Oh, yeah. Every time.
We're showing your highlights, but we also saw an assist that you dropped late to Liv McGill. Like we were saying, usually it's in reverse. It's Liv finding you underneath.
I had to get it right back. I had to get it to her. Yeah.
Overall, where this team's at, Ernie, heading towards conference play, you feel like you guys are in a good spot?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Yeah. All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Career high, Ernie Kindred, outstanding performance from the Gator. Post 13 here in this one. Gators win it, going away 82-63. We'll be back on the air December 15th. Gators and Longwood. For Brittany Davis, Jeremy Otter, our entire SEC Network crew, I'm Kyle Crooks saying so long and have a great rest of your weekend.